All right, we are live. Let's add in Jose. Jose, my man, how you doing? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you. Let's see. I don't hear you. Okay. You want to come in and come out, maybe? I can't hear you. Let's see. Let's try it again. Try the stream again. Let me see something. Let me make sure I can hear.
Didn't do any.
Yeah, okay. So my speakers are working. Maybe there's a glitch on his side. Waiting for Jose Benavidez to come back in. The father of the hour. Father of the hour for sure. Me and him are about the same age too, man. That makes me feel old because he has a 26-year-old son. All right, let's try it now. Boom. You there?
Yeah, you there?
We did it. We did it. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. Super excited to be back home. Man, super proud of my sons, and
I
words can't even
mean,
describe what I feel right now, man. Hard work, a lot of sacrifice. To me, finally everything paid off, man.
no, of
This was
course.
the hardest fight of our lives, man, and thank God we made it
It
happen.
didn't look like it though.
Sometimes I think the hardest fights are the easy ones. Sometimes we train so hard, man. I try to see everything that dude Boo Boo did. Instagram, how he lives, what he eats, how many kids does he have. Pretty much I had to dig, man, in order to get to know him better, and the little clips that they were putting up to what they were doing.
Right.
Um, we had to do extra work, but thank God it got paid off.
Man, so I mean, so David Benavidez, and not just because I'm talking to you now and because I've talked to you guys both before, he is one of my favorite fighters, and I think he is one of the most talented fighters I've seen in a very long time. Um, I always have this talk with people. I tell people, the outlook on David for a while was, oh, he's just a power puncher that walks forward, feet are in quicksand, he can't move, no defense. But I've seen a lot of sparring of his. I've seen the kid has really good defense when he has to use it. And I think he showed that in this fight. I mean, talk to me a little bit about like how much do you guys actually focus on defense and movement?
Yeah, like I said, he's only 26 years old. The problem was that he was the youngest world champion in history at 168. So he was still developing, and he's still developing. He's only 26 years old. So a lot of people criticize pretty much a lot of stuff because he's already known, but I think he's just getting better and better and better and better.
He is. I mean, the thing that stood out to me the most, which is what I think he's very talented in, is he throws very crisp, hard inside short punches, right? That's what seemed to do in Boo Boo. Do you guys work on it? Because I've always seen him. Not a lot of fighters are successful at throwing hard inside punches, short, real short punches. Is
Yeah,
that something you guys work on?
I gotta be honest with you, man. David's on another level, man. David, it's mentally, uh, physically, and pretty much everything. He's just trying to get better and better. He listens to everything that people say, the critics, and he works on defense, on footwork, on pretty much in everything. Uh, he's connecting with the stars, the universe, and he's in another level, man. He's just trying to get better and better and better, man. It's all him. I'm just here to admire his work, and
Is
tweak and kind of help him and kind of be his eyes on the outside.
Mhm.
But he's the one, man. He's the one that wants to be the best. And And sometimes you can have the best trainer, but if the fighter doesn't want to go the extra mile and do the extra work, it doesn't matter. For me, David, it wakes up and he's just trying to be better every day,
Wow.
and watches a lot of fights, and has different ideas. Like I feel like these guys, like the crazy guys, they're
Mm,
trying to come up with something, and they're always inventing something. Like
obsessed, obsessed. Yeah.
obsessed. He's obsessed with boxing, and that's what it is. And at the end of the day, I'm just here, man, enjoying
Are
the
there?
ride, and like I said, being his eyes on the outside, and making sure that what he wants to do, he's perfecting everything that he wants to do.
Well, he clearly cares a lot about you guys because you saw he almost came to tears at the end, saying how he's happy to make you and his mother proud.
Yeah, for sure, that's a big thing too. I mean, sometimes that to me that's it's more than money, man. At the end of the day, hearing that, it's a big satisfaction. I give everything for them to achieve their dreams. And sometimes I doubt it that I do the right thing,
Mm,
and I sacrifice a lot of things, for them. It was hard. We're about to split, because too much pressure. Sometimes I didn't want to continue with boxing. Super hard, man. But thank
mm.
God we worked together. We became stronger, and now nobody can stop us. And hard work, sacrifices are paid off.
Absolutely. Before you were talking about, I just remembered that I wanted to ask this. I was going to ask you, does he watch a lot of boxing? You already said he does, but are there any specific fighters from the past maybe that he really looks at and he emulates and he takes things from?
Every day that he comes to the gym, he comes with somebody different. From
Good.
Muhammad Ali to Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Nassim Hamed, Roy Jones, all fighters. He's
Wow.
just, like I said, addicted,
Mm,
in boxing. So whatever he thinks, and I don't know, so many ideas just come through him. He writes them down and brings them, and shares that with me.
oh, wow.
So I can't even say that he has a specific fighter. He always, for a certain fight, he does his homework. He does his work. Because, and that's badass, because if I do it for him, I don't. Sometimes the coaches want it more than the fighters. No, he's looking for himself, and I just
Wow.
adapt and follow to what he's doing. So I come back and watch the fighters that he was showing me, so I can be on the same page with him.
Wow. Wow. And you're right. Those are the greats, the geniuses, the ones that are always obsessed and are constantly trying to improve and are just
Yeah.
like tunnel vision, right?
Yeah, and this fight with Boo was a great motivation. We knew that we were fighting a guy that was a two-time Olympian, a two-time world champion in two divisions, and undefeated fighter, awkward fighter, left-hander. So that was a big motivation for me and for him, to stay on our toes.
Yeah, and there seems to be a very clear pattern with David, which is like the first 2 or 3 rounds, he feels somebody out, and everybody thinks, "Oh, is this the person who's finally figured David out?" And then he just pours it on.
Yeah, that's David. He goes in there. He boom, boom, boom. Okay, he's doing this wrong. Tun, tun. Okay, I'm gonna catch him with it. Tun, tun. Okay, you're done. We got it. Okay, let's go to work. So
Wow.
that's what it is. I think his IQ is.
Oh, what happened? We were cooking. What happened? See if he comes back in. I don't know if you can hear me or see me, but all I see is a black screen right now, David, Jose. Just a black screen. That's it. There we go. Oh, and he left. Maybe he'll come back in. Hold tight, everybody. We got David coming, right? David. I keep calling him David. Jose. I keep thinking he's David Sr. because his son Jose is Jose Jr., but you guys get it. If you didn't fight David, people would be stupid and support Canelo and buy his pay-per-view. Here we go. Let's see if he's. There we go. You're back.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all good. Technology.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn the phone when somebody calls me, and it
Oh.
just interrupts the whole thing. I don't know how to do it. So sorry.
Oh.
I want to
Okay.
apologize for that.
No, no, no. It's all good. It's all good. What were we saying? Okay, yeah. So I mean, super impressive victory. I kind of saw it coming personally. I don't see anybody at 168, coming anywhere close to beating David. But, and I hate to have to ask this stupid question because you hear it all the time, but the Canelo fight, obviously that's the only fight left at 68, right?
Well, I believe that we had to prove ourselves. We've been mandatory for almost 2, 3 years.
I know.
But they come out with, well, he has to fight um, what's his name? Boo Boo. He has to fight Caleb Plant. We did it. We done it, and we beat him in a fashion way. What else is there to do? Who do we beat now
Well,
to
the truth
fight
is,
Canelo and deserve that fight? uh we're not worried about it. If it comes, it comes. We're not going to sit here and wait for Canelo. uh we can go up to 175 and fight B-Ball. Hopefully he wants to make the fight. I think that he does. He's not scared of nobody. That would be a great fight because he beat Canelo. He beat Zurdo Ramirez. So I think that will give him more pressure, and
well,
the
let me ask you,
organizations too will
let me
make
ask
it
you this.
happen.
Why Bivol over Beterbiev? Because they both have belts, right?
Oh yeah, no, no. I'm saying be bold or better beef. He's a fucking monster. We would
Hmm.
love to fight him. We would love to fight him too. One of those two. Those are the most dangerous fighters right now, and that would be either or. We would love to fight them. So if there's nothing at 168, we'll definitely go up to 175 and comfortable come back to 168 in those two divisions. David feels very comfortable.
So he's not having any problems making weight in
Yeah,
68?
a lot of people ask about that. He only missed one time, but every fight he's like 2 pounds under. In this fight, Boo Boo was bigger than him. He
Hmm.
was 167.0. Boo Boo was 167.6, I believe.
Right,
You know, I
right.
mean, we're like a pound under. We could easily come at 110, 108, one something, in order. Uh, but he's been super light in all the fights, so there is no problem there. I think, like I said, you definitely do 168, not a problem. But if who is there to fight? If it's not Canelo, we're here to fight. Stay busy, and we'll fight anybody.
I mean, he looks so much bigger than Boo Boo to Canelo. The height. I mean, how tall is David actually? Like, how tall is he literally? You know?
When he comes to the gym, I don't measure him because every time they measure him, 6'2", 6'3", So to be honest, I have no idea how
So
much
he's six.
exact.
So you've seen 6'3".
Yeah, I seen 6'3". I seen 6'2". He's somewhere around there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he looked considerably taller than Boo Boo, and so the fact that he could stay at 68 is pretty impressive, and he doesn't look like he's weak at all. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, he learned. Like I said, he's in another level, man. Thank God, that whatever happened in the past, he learned from it. And I'm glad that that happened because in life we all make mistakes, but we got to learn from it. If not, that's the end of the career. But he has devoted himself and disciplined himself, and that was a blessing in the sky, because now he's learning his body. He's drinking a lot of water, and he takes care of his body. He doesn't let his self go after the fights. He's ready to go. We're on the plane right now. We just got back to Seattle, Washington. He was already telling me, I'm gonna go back and train, and I told him, no, no, you gotta take some days off. Super motivated, man. He's ready to go, and he watches his food, and man, he's just another different person.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he, it, yeah, I was so impressed. And it makes people really want that Canelo fight so badly. But you said before Canelo, you were the mandatory. That then they made you fight this guy, that guy. But the truth is, Canelo could have made that fight happen years ago if he wanted it. It would have happened, right?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm glad it didn't happen
Why so?
because Canelo had the opportunity to beat him. David's just getting more stronger now in front of the cameras. Canelo's been in those big stages for a long time.
Mm,
Now this is David's second pay-per-view fight. There was a lot of people, a lot of love. I think he feels comfortable,
mm.
so I don't think that would affect David in a big show now. And the confidence, and he's getting stronger. He's getting his man strength, and he's peaking, to be great. So I think this is a perfect time. I think if Canelo would have got that fight before, I think, it would have been closer. But
Mhm.
now, as the time goes, I think David's just becoming that big monster,
Yeah.
that is getting better and better, and that's bad for Canelo.
Okay. Well, there's three fighters conceivably, right? It's Canelo, Beterbiev, or Bivol. Of those three, who do you think would be the toughest task for David?
I think the three of them are very tough, because we see Better Beef,
Mhm.
fucking, this guy has knocked pretty much everybody that he's fought, if I'm not
Everybody.
mistaken, everybody.
Yeah.
Bebo beat Canelo,
Yeah.
and Zurdo Ramirez. Canelo, I mean, he's very dedicated, he's strong, he's pound for pound, or maybe the face of boxing at 168 for a reason. So all these three fights are super dangerous, super hard, and these fights will give us more motivation to get up and train and be happy and work extra.
Right.
I'm not saying that we're not going to work extra, but it's just like whoa, these guys. Man, I would love to fight, and he would love to fight these guys because I see it on his eyes. That he wants to get in there with these guys and show the world that he can beat these guys.
Right. Right. I mean, so did he sparred with Bivol before? Is that true?
Yeah, yeah, we sparred with Ball, maybe like about 5, 6 times.
Right. How'd
He's
that
a
go?
great puncher, man. He has a lot of power. But at the end of the day, sparring is sparring. When you get there with 10-ounce gloves and no headgear, it's totally different. So we're willing to take those chances, and we just want to make history. And like I say, he loves to fight, and at the end of the day, we're going to continue testing ourselves to see how far we can go and make history.
Do you think realistically cruiserweight or heavyweight would be in the future?
I don't know. Right now, I'm more focused on super middleweight. Maybe go to cruiserweight in a little bit. It all depends, how everything goes. But I see him fighting in both divisions. Like I say, he doesn't have any problems at 168. So 175 will be a good jump. Once we finish here, we could go there. So it could be any time, to be honest with you. And like I say, we'll keep working hard and maintaining, and we'll definitely try to do those two divisions.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's, because when you jump up to 175, obviously the guys are getting a little bit bigger, but David is still bigger than those guys too, it seems like.
Yeah, he knows how to lose the weight and all that. So, like I said, there is no problem at 168. Um, he knows his body, and he knows what to do now with the discipline. Like I said, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. How did you feel about your other son's fight against Charlo?
I felt really good. I thought that was a great opportunity for him to fight Charlo. Uh, Charlo's still Charlo. He's undefeated for a reason. And I'm a fan of Charlo. I want to thank him for the opportunity, for choosing Junior. I think Junior did great, in my opinion. It was a great opportunity for him, and I think he needed. I talked to him on the plane also. I think he needed to let his hands go a little bit more with combinations. He did it a couple of times, but I think Charlo won fair and square. But Junior did good against him. A lot of people said that he was going to get dropped, and Charlo was came out heavy. The contract was at 160. Then they changed it to 163, and then he was almost 4 pounds over the day of the weigh-ins. No excuses. Junior's a warrior, and I'm just so happy and so proud of that opportunity. Junior's happy, I'm happy, and hopefully he's not a 160 man. He's a 154. He was walking at 160, and he
Yeah.
weighed in very low. So at the end of the day, I'm super happy, super proud of him, and I think we have another big fight for him, and more even. So we're so excited and so proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I saw. This was more him daring to be great because there was a clear size difference. You know what I mean? Clear size difference. Charlo's just a bigger dude. But Benavidez did your son Jose Jr. did impress everybody with his grit, his will. He kept coming, he kept going. Yeah, and he looked. It was impressive in that respect. What do you think is next for him? What fight would you like to see him take next?
Well, I think, like you said, he came in, he got Charles with good, clean shots, and it didn't hurt him. So that gave me a lot of confidence, and I thought it was really good. So I think we could definitely we will want to see. I would love to see him fighting with one of the monsters right now coming up, Sue, Team Sue,
Yeah.
and maybe that guy is so dangerous right now. So maybe that would be a good fight for him at 154. He's at 154, right? Not at 160.
He's a champion.
Yeah, he's at 154, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
so fight him, or maybe even go with what's the name? The guy that fought the champion right now at 160 also. The one that fought Canelo. Oh man, I forgot his name right now.
I don't remember either.
The Cuban guy. He's up there in his 35, something like that. Man, I forgot his name.
I don't remember either. The 160
Um,
champion.
160, yeah, I think he's the champion at 160. The guy that I think that beat Canelo, that was running around, and the Cuban guy,
Cuban guy.
I forgot, man.
I don't remember either. Probably when you tell me, I'll remember it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna try to remember, man. I just got back from Las Vegas. I haven't slept for 3 days,
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Lara.
man.
Lara.
There you go, Lara.
Somebody in the chat. Yeah. Lara.
Yeah.
Nope. Another phone call. Lara, thank you. No smoke, or whoever said it. Appreciate it. Lara. Did Lara? A lot of people thought Lara beat Canelo. Waiting for him to come back. Every time Jose gets a phone call, unfortunately, it does that to his phone. So he cuts out. So we'll see if he gets back in.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Hello?
We're here. You hear me? Hello? No? All right. Let's see if he comes back in. We'll end it. If not, then it's over. But I think he'll come back in. Any questions guys have, shoot them in the chat now. And then I'll ask them. Hey, I got you. You're back.
Jesus, man. All these people trying to do interviews, man. I became famous out of nowhere.
I appreciate you doing it. You there? Now I can't hear you. You there? Technical difficulties. And no, I don't think there's footage of Bivol sparring Benavidez. I think I see people talking about that. I don't think there's ever. Yeah, everybody thought Lara beat Canelo. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about everybody, but I remember that. A lot of people thought that he did well. Where's Blue? I don't know what Blue's doing. Who knows? Probably chilling on Long Island. Yeah, he might not come back in. Yeah, so it was about to be the end of the interview anyway. I'll hang around for a couple minutes. You guys have any questions, shoot them right now in the chat while we wait. Love the interviews. Thank you, Roger. If I'm getting calls, let's drop in the video. Yep, that's okay. We got enough of the video. I might go live with Blue later. We'll see. My man Blue. New York up in this piece. Oh, I'm lagging too? Motherfucker. Am I lagging a lot or just a little bit? There we go.
Oh, sorry, brother.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
No. It's all good. It's all good. So you were saying, I said, who's next who would you like to see Junior fight?
Yeah. So Lara, I think that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good fighter. Team Su, is coming up. I think that would be a great fight. Hopefully, he could give us the opportunity, to fight. At this point, I don't even know who's there at 154. There's so many fighters, good fighters. So,
Well,
um,
you got Spence and Crawford now probably gonna be at 54, so
yeah, I don't think we will have the rematch with Crawford.
no, maybe Spence.
Yeah, maybe Spence. I think that would be a good fight before he does Crawford. I don't know how that going right now, but
I
uh,
think I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll probably fight Crawford and lose again, and then Jose can come in and maybe give
yeah,
him
that
another.
would be a great fight. Since we have beef, we spar when they were amateurs. So I
Oh,
think that would be a great fight. Yeah, for sure. Or maybe we'll probably fight before Crawford. I don't know. So, but I think that's a good fight.
what happened with the beef? There was beef during sparring.
Well, Earl Spence said, we spar him in Texas when Junior was going to go professional. He was an Olympian or something like that. And we spar, and he said that he had a tape when he dropped Junior. He didn't have no tape. We had the tape. We dropped him.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
And you guys would never release that, right?
we did actually. Junior did a couple of days ago. I think we found it.
Oh,
So yeah, I think that's good. I mean, got him
so
to the
he
body and dropped him, and he
he
said that he dropped us. Like what the hell? So
wait, he put the tape out of him dropping.
I think so. I think Junior put it, but if not, we'll probably put it in there to make it happen. you know.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That's great. Well, man, look, I appreciate you doing the interview with me, and let's talk again after the boys win again.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful night.
You too,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Peace out. All right, guys, I am going to peace out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.